Yo, good evening, everybody. So I called Brett very hard. My lady and I were getting a massage today. Thank you, baby, for treating me. But before I went there, I told everybody that I have no time to look at Brett anymore, so trade at your own risk. Fifth wave is finishing soon. If you trade with low volume, you can catch this. I said around 4793. Told everybody that it's actually trending to the downside. And I gave everybody a really good video to watch as well. In the elite tier, I made a video on Brett telling them to trade it. And here we are with a really large drop to the downside. And during the massage that we got today, I ended up making a pretty nice profit on it. So we're up about 600 bucks just for doing nothing today. And let's see how this is gonna ride. It's trending really well. Probably gonna make an easy 1,000 or two during this trade. It's really nice to catch it during our massage. All right, Elite here. What's up? So it got right to that white line that I said it would probably get up to. And it actually like literally hit it with flying colors. So you see that it hit the white line exactly. There's probably 5 very clear waves in here, I'm guessing. So you're looking at something like maybe a 1, a 2. This is probably a 3. This is probably a 4. And that's probably a 5 that hit it. There is bearishly diverging RSI on the 15 minute, on the 30 minute. So it's got a lot of signs where it's saying that this could be the top short term. The volume sucks though. Like it's only got $40 million of volume traded. The first drop already happened and it already made, like it's trying to hammer a low maybe. So there's a possibility that if the fifth wave was in, it's going to make like a lower high kind of pattern like that. And then it's going to smash down eventually. So if you want to take on the risk, you know, I'm not saying you're guaranteed to win the trade. Don't fucking take it the wrong way like an idiot. But I'm saying that the risk right now is very favorable, the risk to reward, because it's getting close to even a lower high right there. So this would be probably one of the most optimal places to potentially enter. But of course, you have to observe it very closely. You have to like, you know, not be an idiot and just enter blind. You have to see if it's going to reject here, right? Zoom in on a really low time frame and go from there. See if it's going to reject and make a lower high, which it's not making a lower high, right? It's going up right now, but you know, observe it. Observe it is what I'm saying. This might potentially just be the fifth wave, and it might just make a lower high, and you might be able to, you know, win this trade in a major way soon, because that definitely looks like it's a possible fifth wave finishing up. All right, I give you guys an update on Brett because I know a lot of you guys might be in it. The volume absolutely sucks. Yes, there's a chance it's gonna blow up above it, but there's also a chance it's gonna drop down. Right? It might be making these a lower high pattern right now. It might just be finishing up a really crappy fifth wave. So I think that the chance to win is higher than it is to lose. Right? I think that's what I think. I think that the moment the like the 15-minute kernel breaks down, guys, it's gonna drop hard. It's bearishly diverging on every time frame, like, and it's also getting much like more parabolically dropping on the 15-minute. On the 30-minute, it's also bearishly diverging. Right? It's got a lot of signs that's saying that it could potentially drop. I mean, Bitcoin's going up right now, right? Bitcoin's rallying, but Brett's not really rallying. So this coin could potentially be the drop. Like it could drop hard, I think. So I'm interested in this coin. It's moving. It's starting to like just consolidate at the very top there. Because if you break down the wave, like you can see the fucking waves, guys. Like you can see the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the A, B, C, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the channel, and this one here just made a truncated fifth, and then the A, B, C makes the flat. A, B, C, and up there is probably like somewhere in here is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like probably a 1, 2, 3, 5 somewhere in there. The 3, the 4, and it makes the 5, right? And then the 4 makes the flat, or not the flat, the A, B, C, D, E. So it makes a perfect fourth wave correction. And the fifth wave is complicated. Like there's still a chance that it could make an extended fifth, like, and it's just gonna rally because Bitcoin's popping off right now. So yeah, there's a chance for that. So if you're in this trade, like you got to be mindful of that. You can't be an idiot and just let it run, right? But it does look like it's got a really high possibility of dropping, I'd say. Much higher to drop than to not drop. And I think that that's maybe the lower high pattern that's starting to form right now. But the best time frame to watch is basically the 15-minute kernel. That's the one that's going to dictate it. So if it falls below, like, it's never fallen below it once yet, but if it falls below like 4685 ranges, like 4685, you know, like hard below the kernel, 4675 around there, that's going to be a sizable drop. So I'm going to put my alert just to around here, 46, like around there where the kernel is, right? Because the kernel is where I'm most likely interested in a big potential drop. And if it does, like, I'll probably enter a really large position here. So I'm very excited about this coin, actually. It could be a substantial payoff. All right, so I'm going to start shedding some of my position. I entered with a pretty good size with about $108,000. But I'm honestly wanting this to smash down. It would be beautiful if this support over here continued its drop to the downside right there. So I'm just waiting to see how it's going to react first of all at this particular support range. But I don't want to take the risk of actually missing out on taking some of my profit. So because of that, I will de-risk. I will take some of my profits temporarily. I believe that there's also a possibility of it making something like that. It's going to wipe out all of my profits if it goes up there, right? So that's a high possibility as well, where it's going to eventually end up making something like a descending triangle. But that descending triangle, you never know how bullish things can be, right? Especially with the meme coin. So it can fly up or down. So because of that, it's a good opportunity to de-risk a little bit. But the realistic target is probably down over here at around 4539. Because if you take a look at the entire structure over here, the structure of the Elliott wave, or sorry, the Fibonacci, you can see that we're not even close to a 236 Fibonacci range. So because we're not even close to that, it might not make any sense for it to hold there. And there we go. It ends up dropping to the downside significantly. So now I'm gonna de-risk my position over here. Okay, I'm gonna just nibble on the market very, very slowly. I'm going to close it, but with small amounts, like say 20,000 here. I'm gonna close my short, and let's see how this is gonna end up going. Okay, so nice. All right, so this Brett short position was beautiful. Ended up calling to my group. It's going to be a very significant profit. A lot of the supports broke. Like it's got very low volume. So because of that, it's going to take a while for this to actually close my positions, but I'm going to do it very slowly. This should be a very generous profit. So let's see if it can actually break below here. I've only got 25,000, right? It's not really that much, but it's enough to hold up the market because of how big of a position I have. So I need to remove my trade notifications, honestly. Give me a sec, I'll be back. Okay, there we go. Notifications are filled. Oh no, there's a spike. A little spike. See, it's very difficult when you're a whale in a very, very small volume coin, right? So it's going to be very difficult. There we go, it filled up. I'm going to give it another little bit more. I'm going to close like 20,000. That was good. So that one filled up a little bit. I'm going to try to close another 20K or so and see how this goes. No, there's a wick. Definitely a wick. And it looks like 5 possible waves might be in already. So the chances of me closing this is going to be very difficult. Oh, and it does close. That's great. Perfect. Perfect. All right, so that one luckily got closed. I'm going to close more of it right now. See how this goes. I'm definitely a whale right now. Trying to exit this position is going to be really difficult. Nice, that closed. All right, that ended up closing. So I'm gonna close my short more, and I'm gonna spike up the market, and boom, out of my position, guys. How much did I make on this trade? I ended up making, give me a sec. Yo, guys, I made $2,770 in this trade. That's a good amount, man. That's a crazy amount. And the best part is I called this in my groups today, in all of my groups. I said, I have no time. I said, the fifth wave, this is like 3 hours ago. The fifth wave is finishing soon. If you trade with volume, you can catch it. I also said way earlier today, okay? I said this, okay, guys? Look, this is 6 hours ago. I said, we're trading this today. When Brett was only in a third wave, I predicted a fifth wave to around the 47 range. I literally predicted it to the 47 range. Okay, and then I said the fifth wave is happening, but I'm at the gym, but I'll ladder soon. I said that, right? But I realized the volume was too low, but it picked up, so I entered it. And I said right here, right around 47, 48, that's where I would enter it. And then, right, it ended up breaking to the downside, or it hit exactly there, right? I'm like, I have no time to look at Brett anymore, so trade at your own risk. And I said, fifth wave looks very promising to short. I'm like, if this trend line breaks, we win. I'm like, thank you for helping BTC. And then we win the fucking trade. Bam, $2,800 today. Perfect trade. I'm out.